Hey, Milky here, back again with another video for MarvelSNAP. We have global launch just around the corner. It's less than a week away now, which is such an exciting time for MarvelSNAP as a game. Not only will there be tons of new content and updates, there will be so many brand new players playing the game for the first time, which is so awesome. So I've been playing on the Australian server. I've been playing the game for the last three and a half months. I've learned a ton of things along the way and I'd love to share them with you. That's why I'm putting together a beginner guide with my 5 top tips I wish I would have known when starting out in MarvelSNAP. Let's go. Tip number 1 is upgrade your cards, even if you don't like them. When you start out in MarvelSNAP in the game, you get tons of this currency called credits. You feel like you'll be swimming in credits at various points in time. Credits allow you to upgrade your cards. Now, what does upgrading your cards do for you? It actually progresses you up the collection level. After every single game of MarvelSNAP you play, you get what's called boosters, and boosters help you enhance the rarity of the cards in your collection. So I've just got some boosters on my Mysterio after playing a game with him, and he is currently common rarity, which is indicated by the grey border around the card. So what I can do is I can boost up his rarity, which will take him up to what's called a frame break, which is an uncommon rarity in this game. Every time that I increase the rarity of a card, it allows me to open levels on my collection level. So as you see, I just moved up to 2089 from 2088. So improving your card's rarity from common to uncommon gives you 1 extra collection level. So your collection level for the most part is the most important thing in MarvelSNAP. It's going to be your primary way of unlocking new cards and building out new decks. When you first start out on the collection track, you will be unlocking cards super regularly. You'll have lots of credits and you'll be unlocking cards all the time through the credit system. There are currently 3 card pools in MarvelSNAP, and we'll talk about them a little bit later on in the video, but you'll be unlocking cards really regularly as you go through. You'll also unlock credits and boosters as you go as well. As you progress up your collection track, you'll get to a spot where you see the intervals that you unlock cards change, and this happens a number of times throughout the game. So here you can see I used to unlock cards every 4 collection levels, and it's jumped up to every 6. And that will continue to grow as you unlock more and more cards, and the amount of cards you have left to unlock become less. So make sure in the early stages you are upgrading your cards really regularly. The goal is to progress along the collection track as fast as you can so you can get more cards in your collection, so make sure you're boosting up cards to do that. Another little tip on the side to maximize your progression on your collection track is to boost up all of your common cards. Common cards will only cost you 25 credits to boost up to the next rarity level. They'll only give you 1 collection level, but they only cost 25 credits to do so. To boost up an uncommon card, it costs you 100 credits and gives you 2 collection levels. So if you take up your common cards, which are only 25 credits for 1 collection level, you're essentially getting a 50% discount on boosting up your collection level, which will make your progress so much faster. Tip number 2 is a really simple one, but one that is super important. It is doing your daily and weekly missions. Your daily missions are on an 8-hour reset, which will grant you 2 missions every 8 hours. From both of these missions, you're going to get 150 credits, which will help you boost up other cards to improve your collection level, as well as 75 season pass currency, which will help you level up on the season pass track as well. Your weekly challenge is based off completing your daily missions, and they give you really substantial rewards at 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25 level milestones. These weekly challenge milestones provide really good rewards for you actually boosting up your collection level. They provide some things to continue to allow you to boost up cards like credits. They give you gold, which you can funnel back into more credits, or you can use it to unlock really cool variants in the game, as well as some continued season pass experience as well. So make sure you're completing your daily missions and your weekly challenges. These will help you a ton in progressing up your collection level and helping you unlock cards. Also, make sure you collect your daily credits from your shop. These are free and you get 50 free credits, so make sure you claim them as well. So that leads me to my tip number 3, which is the shop. What should you spend your credits and gold on when in game? There's a few different things you can spend credits and gold on, some which are going to really skyrocket your collection level and help you move up the collection track really fast, which for me is the most important thing. Others are more based around cosmetics and variants in the game, which is essentially the skins that you can get for your cards, which is super cool, but maybe won't allow you to progress quite as quick. So I'll start out with something that you should absolutely never spend your credits on in-game. I would say always spend your credits on boosting up cards directly. Never use this fast upgrade feature. It is a really bad value, and you are way better upgrading cards normally, as you would do through your collection, rather than using this fast upgrade feature. So for me, that one is a no. So the first thing that pops up in the store, which you can spend your gold on, are variants. And variants are purely cosmetic pieces in the game, which essentially give you a second copy of a card, which is a variant. You can upgrade that variant, you can boost it up and have all the cool rarity effects on that card, just as your normal cards do, but the card will function exactly the same in-game. So there are two types of variants in the game, a regular rarity at 700 gold and a super rare at 1200 gold, but these are purely cosmetic. They don't actually change anything in terms of your gameplay and your success in winning, or anything on the collection track either. So for me, they're not a priority in terms of me spending my gold. So the other thing in the shop that you can spend gold on is credits, and as we've spoken about, credits allow you to boost up your cards, which will progress you along your collection track. But this isn't the best way to get credits. There's an even better way. This is a decent way if you're running short on time, but there is a better way, which I'll show you now. So my preferred way, and I think the very best value for your gold in game, is refilling your missions. So for 120 gold, you can refill your missions and you'll essentially get 150 credits, which is the same as what you get in the shop, but you also get continued progression along your Season Pass XP. Why is that important? Season Pass XP allows you to unlock lots of different things along the collection track, like credits itself, gold, avatars, different cosmetics and boosters in the game. And once you complete it, you also start unlocking these things called season caches, which will again gives you potential variants. It can give you more gold, credits, lots of different things can get from those. So for me, I will always be investing in missions, especially why I am still building out my collection as well. There is a cap on mission refills, but for me, if I do have leftover gold, that is where it's going. I think that is where it's best spent, especially while you're still unlocking cards in the game. Don't let me tell you what to do though. If you do love a variant in the shop and something that you think you must have, definitely go after it. I'm just talking about, for me, my personal opinions on progressing my collection level and seeing how fast I can get through that as quickly as possible. Tip number 4 for me is a really simple one, but make sure you're updating your decks. Especially at the start of the game, you're going to be unlocking so many different cards. Read the card's abilities, check them out, and throw them in a deck and see how they go. It's really important to update your decks and make sure that you have the best cards in the decks as you're playing. There also might be just something that you want to try out and see how it goes. Another point here is that you'll probably be versing similar decks consistently on the ladder. Why not try out a tech card which might counter one of those decks after you've read the abilities, see how it goes. Often that can be the difference between winning and losing some of those games. Tip number 5 for me isn't so much a tip, but more of a breakdown of exactly how you unlock cards in this game. There are 3 pools in the game and 1 base pool of cards, which everyone can unlock cards from. The base pool of cards goes from level 1 on the collection track all the way to level 18, where everyone will be unlocking exactly the same cards. Pool 1 in MarvelSNAP goes from level 18 all the way to 214, where you'll unlock 46 different cards. Everyone will unlock all of the same cards, but you'll do it in different orders. So midway through Pool 1, you might have a completely different card collection as opposed to someone else at a similar level. The same thing happens in Pool 2. Everyone unlocks the same 25 cards from levels 222 to 474. So you have a full collection of base cards, Pool 1 and Pool 2, by level 474 on the collection track. So after collection level 474, you enter Pool 3, and Pool 3 is completely different to the previous pools. Instead of getting mystery cards on a regular basis, you'll get what's called a collector's cache, and they can include cards, but they can also include things like boosters, credits, and gold, so your card collection progress will really slow down once you hit Pool 3. Pool 3 in MarvelSNAP is where things really start to step up. Everyone will have the opportunity to unlock 71 new cards, brand new cards for everyone in the game, but you'll do this again in different orders as well as at different rates. For example, if I get really lucky in the game, I might be unlocking a new card every 20 or so collection levels, while someone else might be unlocking new cards every 100. This can really provide a big variance in the types of cards and decks people have access to, which you'll definitely see as you move forward into Pool 3. Another thing to note is at level 1000, you move from Collector's Caches into Collector's Reserves, which again have a lower rate of unlocking cards. This means you're going to be unlocking cards less frequently from this point on, which really slows down you getting new cards and being able to build out new decks as well. A bonus tip that I have, which I think will really help a lot of people out when first starting MarvelSNAP, is to grind the ranked ladder as much as you can. If you're someone who is able to play a bit and try and grind out all the ranks all the way to infinite, it is definitely worth it for sure. Not only do you get some really good rewards along the way, which will help you progress your collection level, but you also set yourself up for the next season. At the start of every MarvelSNAP season, you get reset 30 levels. So I cap out at level 100, so I'll be reset to level 70 next season, which gives me a really big head start to actually make infinite and get all those rewards all over again. If I stop at, say, level 80, I will get reset to level 50, or it can be even worse from there. So a big thing for people starting out the game and playing people at your collection level is to play ranked as much as you can and try and achieve infinite or as close to as best you can. It will really set you up for the next season in terms of getting those rewards as well. So that's a wrap on our beginner guide and our top 5 tips to help you when starting out in MarvelSNAP. Really hope you enjoyed the video. Please let me know in the comments if you did, as well as any tips you might have. We'd love to share them with the community as well. We also have a bunch of other videos over on our channel, deck highlights, guides, funny moment videos, lots of different stuff. So be sure to check out them too. So hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much again for watching, and until the next one, I'll see you then.